we're back with another surgery vlog. So this is now my third time visiting mono. Around 3 years ago, I went and had lipo done. There was just some areas, some little pockets of fat left over from my BBL that I wasn't really happy with. So I went to mono 3 years ago and just got those areas sorted. And then I think it was June or July last year where I went and had my nose job. And honestly, so happy with my nose. I have a whole vlog about it. I will link it in the description below. And I'm going back again for a third time to sort my eyelids out. This isn't really a major surgery. To be honest, I don't even think it's classed as a surgery because they don't put you to sleep. The surgeon wears his regular clothes. I'm pretty sure they don't do it in a theatre, but I'm basically going for this surgery. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to attempt it. But it's where basically they will numb around my eyes and they will cut away the excess skin of my eyelids. I just find that it's actually strange, to be honest, because sometimes I look in the mirror and I feel like my eyes don't even look that bad, like I can't really see the excess skin, but then some days I can really see it. I do feel like this one's worse as well, like there's slightly extra skin on this eye. I do just find that they're quite hooded. Yeah, like, come on, nobody can tell me they're not hooded. So it's actually quite a simple procedure. Like I say, it's not as invasive as a nose job. I only have to stay in Izmir, Turkey for 2 nights. They've said that I can just fly there, have the surgery done the next day, and then fly home the very next day after. But I don't know, that was a bit too much of a rush for me. Like, okay, I know it can be done, but I was like, I don't want to like rush that much. It's a 4-hour flight, so it's not a super short flight. So I've only just booked it today. Today is June the 30th, and I go on the 4th of July, so I've only got 3 days in the UK now to sort my shit out. Quite last minute, but totally doable, workable. I'm kind of assuming I'm gonna be swollen for the first week or 2. Probably at the 3-week mark, I'll start looking more normal again. That's definitely what happened with my nose job anyway. But they have said to me I will need to have 6 weeks off the gym, which I'm a bit annoyed about because I have just got into such a good routine with my gym. But it is what it is. If I choose to do things like this, I have to deal with having time off the gym. So yeah, I'll be in Izmir for 4 nights. For me, even though this is considered like not a major surgery, not very invasive, they don't even put you to sleep. I am more nervous about this procedure just for that fact alone. Like, they don't put you to sleep. Everything else that I've ever had done, I've been put to sleep, so I don't have to experience them cutting open my body. But with this, they only do local anesthetic, so they do it around your eyes, which kind of freaks me out as well. I've had under eye filler before, and again, like anything needles around my eye, I don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm sure I'll be fine. I have a friend that's had it done in the UK and she was fine, so I know I will be as well. I'm super excited anyway because it is something I really want doing. I am 33 years old and I would say I do look younger than 33, but I feel like my eyelids are the thing that is making me look older. And I get it, I am 33 now, but I don't know, I just want to look young forever. Okay guys, so I have just landed in Izmir. Really easy flight, can't complain at all. I'm not gonna do a whole room tour again because I literally did one for my nose job vlog and it's exactly the same as before. But yeah, they said that they only needed me 2 nights here, but I've actually booked an extra 2 just because I don't want to rush. So yeah, this is the digs for the next 4 nights. It's Saturday right now. I'm not having my surgery until Monday. So I'm literally just gonna get some food and chill out tonight. And then Sunday, I've just got a free day. So I'll probably go to the mall and get a coffee because, I mean, that's all I do wherever I go, so. And do some work, of course. I've got my laptop. My bag is back home. I bought this bag when I had my nose job done last year, so it's like back home. I'm gonna go to that mall again because that was a really nice mall. Good morning. I feel like I've woke up quite late, but then again, it's a time difference. At the moment, it is 11 a.m. Would have liked to have got up earlier, but I guess that's 9 a.m. on my body clock anyway, so it's not too bad. Was planning to wash my hair this morning, and I've woke up and I can't be bothered. I don't really want to do anything until I've had coffee anyway, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is go and get myself a coffee. I hope the one near here is going to be nice. Fingers crossed. There's not really a Starbucks in walking distance, or at least a walking distance I want to do right now anyway. So yeah, I guess I will go and shower now and see you out there. Oh, I just put my contact lenses in, and it's just reminded me that obviously when I had my nose job done, I couldn't wear glasses or contact lenses for the first like day or two. And I've just like remembered it's basically going to be the same this time. Although I should be able to wear my glasses. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to wear my glasses. Okay, so very basic outfit. My hair isn't too bad anyway. I really wish I was like a makeup girly every day, but I just can't be. Like, I just literally can't be. The most I'm gonna do today is do my eyebrows. I mean, my eyebrows have been microbladed now. One of the best things I ever did, like actually, I always say it, getting my microblading done. Microblading, do they even call it that now? Getting my eyebrows tattooed. Yeah, because it's not even microblading. I got them tattooed like with a tattoo gun. Getting that done was life-changing, honestly. You'll see though, I have like a gap here where she couldn't tattoo over because I had a very small raised mole. It's one of those moles, I think it's like the same colour as my skin, but obviously she just couldn't go through it. But I think it's not positioned in the worst place. I feel like it could be worse. I can literally just go over it with my eyebrow pen thing. So yeah, honestly, getting it done was life-changing. Don't get me wrong, I am more than happy to just go out with my eyebrows like this, but I'm thinking, no, let's just like do a little bit more today. So my suitcase is the lightest it's ever been. I was allowed a 20 kg suitcase and it was only half full, and this mare has good shopping, so we'll have to see what happens there. This is my scent while I'm here. It's just the smallest one that I have, so. I've decided I'm gonna go to the really pretty mall that I went to before, that I got this handbag from. We're going back there. Let's go back home. My friend not here. The little dog. That's my friend. Cafe. I need some food, but I can't lie, I don't want this bougie food that's on a tiny little plate or something. As long as I get a good portion, I don't care, but I don't know if it will be. Let's try, let's see, because I am so hungry. Okay, well, I'm sitting down. He's already informed me there is not a big latte here. It's a small cup, but it's all right. I'll just get some food here, and then I'll go and find a big coffee after. No chicken for you. Ah! Oh my god. Oh no. We can't do this, but I love you. Right, let's go back on the floor. No, we can't do that. I love you though. Okay, so the latte's come and it's not tiny, in a very little posh glass, but taste test. It tastes exactly like how I thought it was going to taste. These posh coffees are nice and everything, they look good. The restaurant looks good, but I don't know, these ones just, they have like a cardboard taste. There's supposed to be sugar-free vanilla in here as well. Hold on. I don't feel like the sugar-free vanilla's in here. But they did have almond milk. Okay, now I've stirred it. It's way better now I've stirred it. Well, a lot of the time I don't even stir my coffees and I can taste the syrup. Okay, yeah, that is a lot better now, but this is too small for me. I'm gonna need a bigger one in a bit. But after I've ate something, I plan to just do a little bit of shopping, have a look around. I think I'm mentally setting a budget for myself. I don't want to spend too much, I don't want to go silly. As much as I say, like, designer stuff is a bad investment. It is. I feel like there's a line. I think if you're buying too much of it, it can just get ridiculous. That money that you spent on that, you could have reinvested into your business or done so many other things that are actually more worthwhile than just having the novelty of a new bag. You get the dopamine rush and then it just gets normal. But I did buy this bag a year ago and it still looks so good. I think I've scratched it somewhere. So in terms of like, okay, yeah, we do need handbags and we do want like quality stuff that lasts a while. Like, okay, I have had this one for a year now and it still looks like in fantastic nick. And what's weird as well is I have so many other handbags as well. But I just like this one. Like, this one's my everyday go-to. I don't know. I have a lot of spare room in my suitcase, like I said, which is not the best of things. Ooh. Okay, the portion obviously isn't huge. But it's not mega small either. Just like the coffee. But yeah, I'm looking forward to eating this. So I have had quite a few surgeries now, and I don't usually get nervous until just before I go in for the surgery, but this time is a bit different just because I'm going to be awake through the whole thing, so I am more nervous now than any surgery I've ever been to. But then again, like, not having a general anaesthetic really has its perks. Like, I'm not going to be groggy after. Well, I probably will be, but nowhere near as groggy as like a general anaesthetic would make me. And last time I had a general, it did make me quite sick as well, so I'm just kind of focusing on that, like the perks of not having to be put to sleep. So yeah, at least I'll get in there. Apparently it's a really quick surgery, only like half an hour. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy today. And what's really nice as well is the person is Dr. Erin, who's doing my eyelids, also did my nose job, so we already know each other as well, which is really nice. Okay, so I just got myself a cup of coffee. Definitely cheaper here. I don't know how much I'd usually pay for this in the UK, but this was £3.20. I'm guessing, like, with all the extras that I have, it'd usually be over like £5 in the UK. Not very sugary, right? I'm going back for some sugar in it, but I just can't really taste it. Maybe it just needs to stir again. Okay, yeah, that's better. I'm so close. I need to hold it a bit more like this. One really good thing about not being put to sleep is I won't have to fast. Like, when you get put to sleep, you have to fast. You need to like stop eating from like 12 at night usually, and you can't eat. And then depending on what time your surgery is, depends on how much time you're just sitting there hungry for. So at least that's another perk. We're just going to focus on the perks of not having a general, not being put to sleep. So finished my second coffee and done a bit of shopping, but there's not really anything that's grabbed my attention, nothing that I really want. So I'm going over to the danger zone now. You know, the shops that have more potential to leave a bigger hole in my bank account. But you know, we work hard, we can treat ourselves every now and again. Obviously I definitely don't feel like I overindulge when it comes to luxuries, so let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Only necklace, yes?
Only the necklace,
Okay.
only the necklace, yeah.
I need your phone number.
Phone number, yeah?
I take this barcode, this necklace.
Yeah, and another one, yeah, that's fine. Not going too crazy, just getting myself this little necklace, pretty cute. What it is when I walked in, they remembered me from last year. Like, they literally said, "You were here last year, I sold you that bag." She was like, I assisted you with buying it. And then she was like, this lady over here was the lady who stamped it, the HC. So I just felt very inclined to buy something no matter what. But yeah, I just couldn't find any bags or anything that I'm that bothered about. I was kind of looking at a pair of trainers, but then I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not. This is going to be a crazy statement. I'm a foot model, but I'm not even that big on shoes, which is insane. But yeah, no, I just thought that this was like something cute, and it's very obvious when you wear it, you know? Just a little something. I'm not in Bodrum. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. You too. Bye bye. Well, not you too, but you know, have a nice day. Bye. Okay, I think I should go home now before I do any more damage. That wasn't too bad, you know, damage control. Hello, good morning. Can't get used to myself without eyelashes. Oh, my hair looks so cute today. Honestly, this lifesaver. Obviously I know you can get these like for really cheap off Amazon, like £5, £10, £15. This one's £30 from Eternal Muse, the jumbo one. Can't remember what it's called, but it's like amazing. I curled my hair yesterday, and then obviously just put it in, and look how it holds it so beautifully overnight. Love it. Right now it's 10 to 10. I'm getting picked up in less than an hour, quarter to 11. My snip is at 12. Bye, eyelids. You see that? I feel like I'm doing the right thing. See, this one's not as bad. It's this one that's like worse. Oh yeah, so I think I need to update you guys, because obviously it's not my last video, but my video before, I spoke about getting my eggs frozen and my fertility results. Before having the test done, I was like, okay, no matter what the results of the test, whether it's low, medium, high, I'll be getting my eggs frozen. But after having the test results and me finding out that my fertility is quite high, and should I start trying to get pregnant, it could probably happen quite quickly. It's definitely slowing me down. Like, I don't know, I just feel like there's not so much of a rush anymore. Because I'm not thinking, oh, I want to get pregnant in like 5 years. No, like sooner than that. So I don't know how much benefit freezing my eggs will actually give me. And also, I found out after my test that success is a lot more likely, like pregnancy is a lot more likely if you freeze embryos rather than eggs, and that's not an option at the minute. Long story. So I'm not saying I'm definitely not having it done. I could change my mind as this year progresses and decide I want to do it. Obviously, if I do decide to do it, I do need to do it a bit like sooner rather than later. Yeah, it's just crazy because at that video I was like, oh, I'm gonna book it. Like my next trip abroad will be going to North Cyprus to go and get my eggs frozen, but I've literally been to Spain, then Turkey, then Spain, now I'm in Turkey again. So yeah, it's definitely something that I'm just still thinking about, and I'm just not so much in a rush. I don't know, not thinking about it as much as I was, because I was so certain that I wanted it done. But yeah, the good test results have definitely slowed me down. Like, I think if it was medium or low, I definitely would have like gone ahead with it by now. But yeah, just finding that out, that other information as well, has kind of not throwing a spanner in the works, because I'd still do it, but it's like, well, that option's more successful anyway. So I don't know. I'm just going to see what happens at this point. I haven't really made a decision on it yet. Usually when I'm going for surgery, I'll have like a massive bag. This is all I've got. Just me, my bag, and that's it. Feels very strange. I have had such a nervous belly today, but can I even say it's a nervous belly? Because like, I do have IBS, so it does tend to happen quite a lot, but nervous, but I don't know, I'm not any more nervous than I was at the moment, so. So I'm at the clinic now. I've just had a conversation with my patient coordinator. I told him that I was feeling pretty nervous, and then he asked the assistant, who seemed like a really nice guy as well, if I could have some medication or just something to make me less nervous. And they said, yeah, absolutely, we can do that for you. So I'm very happy about that. I've just had my before photos taken, but let's just have another look at the hoodedness. Yeah, it's just crazy how this one is just not as bad as this one. But yeah, no, I'm excited. This is me super fresh out of surgery. Like I've literally just walked out the room and sat down, like normal. This is me blinking at the minute. Like, this is just a normal blink. I think I'll be blinking like a reptile for a bit. But yeah, it's a bit busy in here, so I'll fill you in on everything, how it went when I get back to the hotel. But this is me super fresh. Like literally 30 seconds post up. Going to get my coffee. Starbucks is right across the road. Business as usual. So like, I feel like I shouldn't be blinking too much, but I mean, how can we not blink? And I wanted to blink more because already my eyes are feeling like pretty dry. So I'm just in the transfer now back to the hotel, and easily the worst thing about that surgery was the nerves, like just the nerves. They said to me like you'll only feel pain when the local anaesthetic goes in because they'll put a needle in your eyelids, and honestly, it really wasn't painful at all. Can't close my eyes fully. I just reptile blink for a while. Okay, so let me try and run through everything. Got there, was pretty nervous. Signed all the paperwork, waited quite a while because they like to get you there quite early so there's enough to do the paperwork, ask questions, so forth. So I was waiting quite a while, and then they took me in to get my whatever the medication was to make me chill out because, like I say, the nerves was the worst thing about this procedure. Then they took me through to another room. He drew on my eyelids, showed me what he'd be removing. But you know, like when you're really nervous, it's almost like, I don't really even care, like just do what you gotta do kind of thing. So yeah, he drew on, kind of showed me, explained like what he was intending to do, and then like cleaned around the area obviously, and then put some needles in. I probably had about 4 or 5 needles in each eye, and they were so thin that honestly you couldn't like feel that. Well, no, sorry, I'm lying. I am still a bit high, by the way. You could feel them, of course, but it wasn't painful. Like if you can do Botox and fillers, you can do that like easy. Obviously, it's just like a bit different because you do feel like, oh, this is going near my eye, but I don't know how to explain this. But it doesn't actually feel like it's too close to your eye, like when they're putting it in, but obviously like it is pretty close. So obviously they waited a few minutes while I got numb, and then he just started cutting, and I didn't feel a thing. The cutting felt like it went pretty quick. When they were cutting, it's like he was pushing down with his other hand on my eyeball a little bit, so there was pressure on my eyeball, but obviously didn't hurt. It's just uncomfortable, you know, just because like you're nervous and you know they're faffing around with sharp objects near your eyes, like it's uncomfortable but not painful. And then he did use this device that helped stop the bleeding, and it kind of felt like mini zaps, like zap 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 along my eyelid. Again, it didn't hurt, but there was actually 2 zaps on each eye that made me like jump a bit and like freak out a little bit, but it wasn't actually painful, like it just made me jump kind of thing. Yeah, the nerves did make it look like I was freaking out but a little bit, but honestly like I wasn't in pain. And of course, like the medication that I had, it doesn't like eliminate your nerves, it doesn't get rid of your nerves, but it just kind of takes the edge off and makes things a bit easier. But yeah, when he was like using this device on me to stop the bleeding, you could smell the burning, which was a bit unsettling, but I can't lie, like I am kind of used to it. Like I've had 18 crowns, they drill your teeth down to do that, and you can smell burning. Like it's not nice. But yeah, it's kind of like, I can kind of compare it to having my teeth done, because of course you are awake but then you are numb, and It's kind of nerve-wracking, but you're not in pain. There was a time where I felt like I couldn't open my left eye, like this one. My right one, I felt like I could like open that if I wanted to, but my left one was like a little bit numb for a bit. Yeah, I just felt like I couldn't open it and it freaked me out. Like I said to him, I was like, I can't open this eye, but I can open the other one. And he was like, it's normal, it's fine. And then when everything was completed, yeah, I opened both my eyes and everything was fine. And obviously now, when they were sewing me up, that was probably the most relaxing part about it. Like I really couldn't feel anything when they were sewing me up. Like I could feel like the thread kind of going through actually, but again, it just wasn't painful. So that was the chillest bit, like when he was sewing me up. And then yeah, he just stuck the tape on and showed me in the mirror straight away. But obviously like I have the tape on, so I can't really see the difference yet. But I feel fine. Like I do feel tired and I feel like I'm mixing my words up even more than ever. But yeah, immediately just walked out, felt fine really. Went to the Starbucks across the road. The nurse is coming in soon to give me my medication. He said to me, the nurse will meet you at the hotel and she will go through like your bandages with you, tell you how to bandage it, what medication to take when. Obviously, I feel fine at the minute, other than being a little bit high. But I know that obviously the swelling hasn't come around yet and it will probably come around. It'll probably like peak tomorrow or the next day when I fly home. One of the patient coordinators just came in and just asked how I am and gave me a nice coffee and then just left. So that was very sweet of her to check in on me. Oh, I'm just gonna wait for the nurse now. Watch some YouTube in the meantime. My hair looks so funny like this. I'm just positioned it like this so I don't like ruin the curls. Now the local anesthetic has worn off, they do feel quite stinky. I had some paracetamol like 20 minutes ago, so hopefully that might stop the stink a little bit. So I'm not putting it directly on my eyes at the minute, but you know, just putting these on my eyebrows feels quite nice. Just here on my eyebrow feels nice. I don't know, it's not even touching my eye. Okay, so this is a little system that I've got working for me in regards to ice in my eyes. So these gloves have ice in them. And when I was putting them like directly over my eyes, I don't know, like it was ice in them of course, but it didn't really feel that good. But having the ice like just on my eyebrows rather than directly on my eyelids was soothing everything so much better. So what I've done is I've got a really clean top that I've just pulled obviously over my forehead, and then these kept sliding off, like they kept falling off. I don't want to just hold it on, so obviously I've put my glasses on to hold it in place just where I like it on my eyebrows. So yeah, this is the system I've got going on. So if you're gonna come and have this done, I'd recommend bringing some glasses or sunglasses if you don't need glasses. This is a system for sure. I felt like there was blood gushing down my eyelid then, but there definitely isn't. I think when you have surgeries you just get weird sensations sometimes, but yeah, there's definitely no blood gushing down my eye. I think because I've just been lying down for quite a while and I've just stood up. I've just been watching YouTube. I imagine I'm going to be watching quite a lot of YouTube while I'm here. To be fair, I actually thought I wouldn't be working or anything. I thought like my eyes would be a mess, but honestly, I mean, look at me like here. I look alright at the moment. Obviously, swelling will probably come through tomorrow or the next day, but I am keeping on top of the hydration, which will help bruising. But yeah, like I thought, oh, I probably won't be able to go on live for ages. But honestly, like when I go on my lives, my camera is literally all the way down here. And then like, I just have my feet like, hey loser. I'm not gonna give away too much free content. So I feel like, look how far away I am. Like, I'll be all right, I'll be fine. Not as active today. Chilling. I've just ordered some grilled chicken. I think it comes with potato and vegetables. And I'm just going for a quick walk because, yeah, I just feel like I've done nothing but lie in bed the past few hours. So taking myself just on a mini walk just around the block just to stretch my legs a little bit and wait for my food. And I think I'm just going to plan tomorrow really. I know it's going to be my most swollen day, but I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it just sat laying in the hotel all day or anything like that. And here is my chicken and potato and grilled veg. This is actually really nice, and obviously it's on the healthier side of things as well. I'll probably have this again before I leave. It is really nice. I've just got back to the room just in time for the nurse to come and give me my medication. She's gave me two things. Painkiller wise, I'm fine with just paracetamol. This is eye drops 6 times a day. So yeah, they do, my eyes already feel quite dry. And then she said, obviously when you're asleep, you can't do eye drops. So to stop you from getting dry eyes, she's gave me this gel. So I just put this gel like along my eyes, but like inside my eyes, just to kind of keep them moisturized, I guess, throughout the night. Hydrated, whatever. So yeah, and then that's it. Usually when I have surgery here, they give me so much stuff, but obviously, yeah, this is just, as it's going on, it's just feeling like a very minor surgery. But yeah, I'm gonna get on my laptop now, edit this vlog and chill out. I think not a difficult day. I think like someone coming here who's never had surgery before that comes for this might feel like, oh, this is a bit uneasy, but obviously like I have had quite a few surgeries done now, and yeah, this is a bit of a walk in the park. Like I say, the worst bit about this surgery is the nerves, just for the fact that you're awake and it's near your eyes. And a lot of people, me being one of them, are quite weird about eyes, you know? So I was just getting ready for bed. I apologise that I even dared to come on the camera looking like this, but I thought this was a good idea. I'm gonna rank all the procedures that I've had done in order of pain. Now, number 1 isn't even a cosmetic procedure. It's the only one that's not a cosmetic procedure, but it was so painful, I couldn't leave it out. So in 7th place is this surgery that I've had on my eyelids today. Obviously, I have had it done today. The swelling hasn't hit, but I just can't see it being any worse than like my nose job or anything like that. So that's number 7. And then number 6 was having my teeth done. I would just say actually getting them done was very uncomfortable and very like long-winded. When they drill your teeth down, it literally takes like 4 hours in the chair. It's a lot and you're just uncomfortable the whole time. So I'd definitely say that that was worse than this surgery that I've had today. And then as for my nose job, I would say this is my easiest surgery that I've been put to sleep for. I'd have to say that it was worse than my teeth just because I got used to my teeth after a few days after I flew back home to the UK. But with my nose job, like obviously it's still fragile and I couldn't get back to normal very quick after. For those kind of surgeries, you know, you have to kind of give it 6 weeks. So that's why I had to say that my nose job was worse than my teeth. Number 4 was my first BBL. My first BBL barely did anything. Like I had my BBL, nobody noticed I had a BBL. Nobody could notice really any difference apart from me. I had it such a long time ago. I think I was the first person that I knew to have a BBL. Other than like celebrities, I was the first person that I knew to have a BBL, and it's when they just started doing them. And yeah, I was just very skinny at the time and I wasn't able to put on enough weight to make like a noticeable difference. And I don't know, was that part of me just not being in pain because they couldn't really take out a lot of fat, so they couldn't transfer a lot of fat. So as for the BBL by itself, I would say I'd only really say it was worse than a nose job because it's my whole body. Like if I've had my nose job, I can still like get out of bed very easy. I don't need anyone to like help me out of bed. But with my BBL, like I was a lot slower, couldn't walk as fast. It was just like you'd gone absolutely insane in the gym and that kind of like ache the day after, but like probably a little bit worse than that. So that's why I kind of have to say that the BBL was worse. Like when I woke up, it wasn't that painful. It was like a little bit of pain, but it was just the prolonged, like I didn't really feel back to normal until 6 weeks. And then number 3 was my boob job. I had my boob job done a very long time ago. I was 19 at the time, I'm 33 now. And I remember waking up and I was in, you know, a little bit of pain, nothing too crazy. Again, like, yeah, just not that painful. But I would say like a boob job is worse than a BBL because you can't move your arms. I'd say like life was definitely harder after having a boob job than after having a BBL. Well, that BBL anyway. And then now these are out the way, we're getting into the ones that I actually would say were painful, okay? So this is the only plastic surgery that I've had that I've been like, yeah, this one was painful, okay? So because of my first BBL that didn't really make much of a difference, I wanted to go and get it done again. But of course I didn't want the same thing to happen, like the transfer fat, and you could barely tell any difference. And I was still quite slim at the time. So I opted for the butt implants as well. Totally different ball game, okay? Like I woke up and I was on my back when I woke up, and I was just like, oh, this hurts so much. Like, okay, I get why they'd probably have to put you on your back, but it was just on my bum, and my bum hurt so much. So the second I woke up, I like flipped myself over, like the moment I've woke up. And if you've woke up from anesthetic before, you'd be like, how is it even possible? But honestly, my bum just hurt so much that I just had to flip myself over immediately. Then they wheeled me back to my room, and I can just remember like lying there on my front, like trying to hold it together. And then I just cried. Like, it was the only plastic surgery that's ever made me cry. Like, yeah, it did hurt a lot for like 20 minutes. And then a friend who was with me, she was really good. She, you know, demanded, get her more medication, she's in a lot of pain. And as soon as I had the medication, I was all like, I didn't cry again after that. Like, after that, it wasn't as painful. But I had like a rough road with it, like with the recovery. It was just like I was a big baby. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just reliving it in my head right now. But like, I couldn't shower by myself. There was so much that I couldn't do. To get me out of bed in the hospital, it took 4 people to get me out of bed every single time I needed to get up, because it's not like a normal BBL. Like when you have a BBL, like you can sit on a BBL pillow and you're all right. But with my implants, you can't bend. Like, you know, like, how do I say? Like, you can't like bend up here. It's like you have to be like straight the whole time. So yeah, I didn't sit down for 5 weeks. I would only lie on my belly. I would stand up to eat. Like I would literally stand up to eat, or sometimes I would put my food on the arm of the sofa and kneel next to the sofa and eat my food. Like that was me for like 5 weeks. It was crazy. Worth it? I definitely feel like it was worth it, but because I had that first BBL, I was thinking my second BBL with implants was going to be just like my first one. Not one bit, not one bit. Yeah, it was a lot. I had to have a lot of help. My poor mum and sister, bless them. Like, it was just like I was just one big baby that couldn't do a lot of stuff for myself. So yeah, it was a lot. But anyway, the number one thing, oh, I shouldn't actually scare people because this is obviously quite a common thing. I need to be real. I need to be real. Sorry if I'm gonna scaremonger, but I would say like the worst to all of them was having my wisdom tooth removed. So I had my wisdom tooth removed at the beginning of this year, and the removal itself wasn't too bad because I was so numb, but I bled so much, like it was insane. And I would just hurt for a long time. I was in tears so much over the course of like 3 weeks. Like I can remember like 3-4 weeks later, I was still in tears, like crying because it had hurt so much. So I'm sorry, because like everything else was all cosmetic procedures that, you know, most people won't have, or if they do have, they'll only have like 1 or 2, not the shopping list like me. But honestly, like I just have to keep it real. Out of all of the things like that I've had done, having my wisdom tooth out was hands down the worst. Crazy. Honestly, I had this one removed. I only had one removed, and it was the lower one on the left. And if this one starts hurting, honestly, I'll just go on antibiotics. I would just want to leave my wisdom tooth in there. It was annoying because the reason that I had it removed, of course, is because every now and again it would start hurting, and sometimes that would be like 2-3 days off work for me or something. So I was like, you know what, I just want to put an end to it for all and just take it out. And the wisdom tooth was like, well, if you're going to take me out, I'm going to go out with a bang. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, now you know. And it's good because obviously like I have the same pain threshold. So I think this is like quite useful to you if you're considering these surgeries. So yeah, I feel like this little list that I just put together should be quite helpful to you. Let me know, guys, if you've had like a couple of things from this list. Do you agree with me? Do you think what I've said there's right? Was it the same for you? Okay, so first night after having my eyelids done, slept like a baby. Oh yeah, and I can confirm The mosquito bites on my legs hurt more than this. Like, they're so itchy. I'm gonna go to the pharmacy and buy some stuff to put on them. But yeah, and I've only got the mosquito bites, grateful, my knee down. I don't have them anywhere else. Very happy about. But the ones that are there are really hurting me. Like, they're all around my ankles. Just had my breakfast and I am gonna call the cab to go to the mall very soon. It was cute. I was like literally just about to walk out the door and the patient coordinator saw me and was like, Hannah, where are you going without breakfast? Have some breakfast. Yeah, I have just had a coffee. And yeah, you can see it a bit better in the light actually. It's very nice out here. Hilltown. I came here last time when I had my nose job as well. Can't lie. Prescription sunglasses would be so helpful right now. But this is the only circumstance I'd actually need them because I never wear like glasses like on a day-to-day. I always wear my contact lenses. So yeah, this is the only scenario that I actually need prescription sunglasses. Clinic now for my checkup. I've put a little bit of makeup on. Obviously everywhere apart from my eyes. Just because they said that they are going to do a little bit of filming. So yeah, let's go. Yeah, sure. So here I am the next morning. I had a very early flight, so it did mean that I had to wake up at 3 in the morning. This was my most swollen day, and one of the stewards did actually ask, like, what's happened to you? But of course I did just hand them a letter from the surgeon just signing me off saying that I'm fit to fly. Usually they don't actually ask for it. Like, I feel like I've been in worse looking positions on a plane before and they've not asked me for the letter before. But yeah, obviously I just handed over the letter and everything was all good. So I landed a couple hours ago and I've already been home, had a shower, wiped my eyes a little bit because they were pretty greasy from the flight. And yeah, the swelling is definitely there under my eyes. My eyelids definitely are a bit more swollen. They're not even that bad, to be fair, like my actual eyelids themselves. It just seems like there was a bit of swelling here yesterday and it's just come down here today. But yeah, I've just got to the gym. Obviously I'm not going to go to the gym, but my cousin's already in David Lloyd working, so I'm just going to take my laptop and join her. And look how normal I look with my sunglasses on. Without, not so much, but I can't lie, I'm actually sick of having glasses on. Oh yeah, so I was able to get my contact lenses in. I didn't force it, they went in quite easy first time. What I would usually do to get them in is like pull up my top eyelid and then put them in, but I couldn't really do that because of the tape, so I just had to pull my bottom one down quite a lot. But then they went in on the first attempt, so I don't know if I should be wearing them yet. But it's okay, so this is how I'm going to justify it. I can't wear my sunglasses if I don't wear my contact lenses. So there. So this is me 72 hours after the surgery. I had to remove the bandages myself, which took quite a while, but the water really helped. So you just want to apply the water and then slowly give yourself about 20 minutes to do this. Wet the area and start peeling with a Q-tip, and can be very painless as long as you are patient. And this is what my eyes look like after they were removed. Today, or should I say tomorrow, I am 3 weeks post-op, so just shy of 3 weeks post-op today. And as you can see, we can definitely still see the scars, and I don't know how good my camera is, but the stitches are still there. You can see, I think, like 1, 2, 3, and then 4, like clusters of the stitches. But then obviously I've got the scar all the way across my eyelids. But honestly, I'm so happy. Obviously, without makeup, I don't think it's that noticeable, but it's definitely noticeable when I close my eyes. I wish I'd actually taken a little video when I had makeup on yesterday, because you couldn't see the scars at all with the makeup on, but because I've still got the stitches in, they've not fully dissolved yet, you could still see the stitches. But honestly, they did look fab with makeup on yesterday. And obviously without, it's not really bothering me too much. So yeah, just wanted to quickly update you with my results. Now I am pretty much 3 weeks post-op. Obviously, I'll continue to post YouTube videos so you can kind of see my progress. But I'm so happy. It's unreal. I was quite swollen here. I mentioned about it on my Instagram story, but that definitely seems to have gone down now. And this was my worst eye, by the way. And now I just feel like they look so symmetrical. I'm so happy. My whole face isn't actually completely symmetrical, but my eyes are symmetrical now. Obviously, this one before was just so much worse than my other one. So yeah, no, I'm so happy. So worth it. Like I said, easiest surgery. I was my most swollen on day 3 when you saw me on the plane. I wore makeup 10 days after surgery. My surgeon did say that I could wear makeup if I wanted a week after, but I just didn't need to. I wasn't going anywhere. So I wore makeup on the 10th day and yeah, it looked great. Like nobody could really even see anything wrong. So like I mentioned, definitely one of the, well, yeah, like the easiest surgery I've ever had done. And like I said, I think a couple of times, if you can do Botox and fillers, like you can do this surgery. It's really not that crazy. So I guess this concludes the vlog. If you have any questions, as usual, just leave them in the comments below. And if you are considering any surgeries, not just this surgery, but any cosmetic surgery, you can inquire with Mono. My link is in the description down below. And that link also grants you 20% off your surgery. Of course, I have been to this company 3 times now. Obviously, I am always very happy going back there. So of course, I'm gonna recommend it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching and bye for now.